So this video looks at getting started with your report and adding text. So here you have my cover page, which I made in a previous video, and this is a report all about employability for painting and decorating student. So I've just lifted up the picture there, put my mouse down and then click the enter key, and that's given me my second blank page, and then I can put my picture back in place, and now I can start adding in the text. So usually when you do a report, the first page should be the cover page and the second page should be the contents page. So here I'm typing that in and I'm leaving myself a note, leave to the end, because I always do them at the very end of a report. So if you want to change your text, you highlight it and you go up to the top here in home and you have all of these different fonts. Word has a lot of choices that you can pick for your text. So some of them are more serious. You have some other ones which are more suitable maybe for a poster or for a piece of artwork because they're kind of more flamboyant. And usually when you do a report, your college or university has a set style that they want. So they usually choose Arial or Times New Roman or Calibri, and then normally it is a size 12 for the normal text, 14 for the headings and 16 for the main heading. So right now I'm going to put that at 12 and then I'm just going to make it bold so that it stands out. So there's also italic up at the top here and underlining. So these are other ways that you can make your writing stand out to your reader and catch your eye and theirs. So I'm just going to scroll down now and start putting in the first page of my report. So in that first page I'm going to put the heading of the report, which is Employability Project. Because this is the main heading, I'm going to make this sit into the center. So I'm going to highlight it and then I'm going to go up here, make it size 16. It is already bold, so it's going to stand out a lot, but I'm going to give it a line underneath to underline it. And here in the middle you'll see this tiny little picture of some center writing, and that just moves all my writing over to the middle. Remember though, when you come down to the next line, that setting is still there, so you need to go back up and choose left center, and that will put your spacing over where you want it to be. Most reports should start with an introduction, even if it's just maybe one line or two lines, just to tell the reader what it's about. So because introduction is a subheading, I'm going to make that size 14 and keep it bold, but take the underlining off. And then when it comes to the main piece of writing of the introduction, that's going to be size 12. And here I'm just going to briefly sort of explain what my report is about. So sometimes it's easier to write this introduction at the very end when you finish the report, and sometimes you can do it at the beginning. Now the next thing that's important is to start to put in your headings. So I've already worked out these headings having planned out my report. So I've got 4 different headings, and then I've also got an appendix where I'm putting other pieces of information that it might be interesting for the reader to look back on. So it really makes things easier when you're laying out your report if you put all of these titles in. And now if I zoom out, you can see that they're all sitting where they need to be, and then I can just keep typing up this report.